Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another D-Man the Defenders video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Wheel of Fortune. Just thought I'd make this quick video to let you guys know that um, even though in the past and stuff, I have said like, don't buy these things, and I still stand by that. Don't buy them in terms of like don't spend, obviously, like don't spend money on them. So I think you can buy them in the daily purchase, but don't buy them like with these things here. uh well, this is like, I have 250K saved up, right? I'm sure you guys have a bunch of them, but don't like here, like don't buy it like here unless you've maxed out this one first. um Yeah. But anyways, and I'm sure there's other places you can buy them too and stuff like that, right? But in this case here, it is such a good deal. Now, I was very hesitant on making this video and stuff like that, but I do want to share uh, information with you guys. These 5 minute things, they're actually 15 minutes, but it's because it's bugged. Now, it's been like that since the meditation came out, since the meditation space came out, right? It's been like that, like always. So I don't know if it's just by accident that they put like five, or if it's supposed to be actually 15. But so basically, because there's eight there, right? Because there's eight there, so that's actually 2 hours, and this in here is 80. I can't click on it because my screen is cracked, and that's just where the line goes through. But that 80 portion there, where it's like 1 minute, that one is actually 1 minute, right? So that one will be 60 minutes plus 20, so it's an hour 20 minutes. And yeah, but just to give you like an idea, right, it is worth it to go. The wheel's a little bit messed up because so for example here, like, okay, so that's like, so each, like, so the blue one, each one is 2 hours, so 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. All right, so that's 8 hours, and then an hour 20 minutes, 2 hours 40, and then 3 hours 60, so that's 4 hours. So that's that's kind of yeah. But wait, that can't be equivalent. It doesn't make sense. Because how can that be 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 hours, and then this one is, oh, this one's 4 hours, and like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it doesn't make sense. Oh, there's four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's at least 4 hours plus 3, 5 hours. 5 hours 20 minutes. Okay, yeah. Man, I really hate this endless flame. Like, they should make it some kind of converter where you can convert them to like the underworld water. Like maybe for every 3 or every 5 or even every 10. Like, come on. Like, because otherwise this is just useless, right? Like I have 253,000. Like, that's so stupid, and they're never going to get used. This is going to keep collecting. But anyways, you see, I've been keeping track of this, and I've never seen like a single person get the times 20. I haven't seen a single person get the times 20 um, for the eras. But I myself, I made a video before, but I had to delete it. But basically, it was like it says times 2, times 3, times 8, and times 10. I got all of it, and I spent about, in that video, I spent about 26K, and that's why I'm not really spending that much here. Yeah, 26K diamond and stuff like that. But definitely, I think it's definitely worth it to stock up on this, because I think that they are going to, if this comes back around again, they will definitely reduce it like in time, because like, yeah, this is such like you're not gonna find a better deal in getting these things, whether by purchase or just by spending like other forms of units besides diamond to get these things. So you should definitely stock up on these things when you can. Now, with that said, don't use them like unless you have another one waiting. Like, for example, I'm doing this one, right, and I'm going for the resilience. So this will add one resilience to all the armor, right? Now I'm even though I can easily speed this up, right? If I go to continuous use and I click here and I go to, even if I just hit 999, it'll tell me how much I need, 1016, and I could be done with it and I could have the resilience, right? But I'm not going to, because this started at 28 hours and like 30 minutes because I don't have any more in the queue. Like I don't have any more in the queue, right? And not just that, but I don't have any more memory fragments like these things here. These things are called like memory fragments. I don't have any more in order to make another one, like in order to do another steady of some kind. So there's no point for me to waste it just to sped it up. I would rather wait the full 28 hours, and I suggest you guys do the same thing too. Now, let's just say even if I did have a bunch of them in the queue, right? But like it was more like this one here, like this one's 8 hours, and I had like a one that was like 6 hours, and I had one that was 12 hours. I still wouldn't speed it up because basically in just about a day, like, or a little bit under a day, it would be done, right? So that's not worth it. I only speed it up like when I have like 28 hours, and then maybe one for 24 hours, and then another one that's for like 48 hours. Like when I did this one here, it's like 44 hours or something crazy, and now it's up to 56 hours, right? Or 57 hours and 36 minutes. Like I would speed this one up if if there was a another one in the queue. But let's say if I just had to do this one for 56 hours, I'll probably speed it up by how much? 2 and then 7. I'll probably speed up by 7 hours and 36 minutes just to make it 48 hours. That way I only had to wait. But I wouldn't speed it up like, so I'll basically only speed up by like 7 hours, 8 hours, and then that's it, right? Like and then I would just wait for the rest, or 9 hours, sorry. Was it 9 hours and yeah, 9 hours and 36 minutes. I'll speed it up by that just so I only have to wait 2 days and stuff like that. But besides that, like I could speed this up. But basically, we only have this opportunity now. Like usually when they come up with something first, like this is the message I want to drill home. Usually when they do something for the first time, they usually don't, like when they repeat it, it's usually a lot worse because they realize like they either did it they did it too well, or they just won't bring it back again. And I think this is going to make them lose a lot of money if people if people like stock up on these things, especially if you're at the point of the game where um where if you're at the point of the game where you don't even need this at all because you barely use the meditation space, then this will be the time to stock up on it and just have it a bunch of them saved up and stuff like that. Now, I said this in the first video. I don't know how it came up, but I did mention it, and I will mention it again just so um, I do have a suspicion that, because usually when like something weird comes out, like what I mean by that is like usually when something different happens in the wheel. Now I'll show you like on the free to play account, right? And I know I haven't been here in a while, but usually like for the wheel here, it's normal, right? It's like the regular fashion that we see and stuff like that, right? This is the one that's been for a while now. They took away the those free spins when, because because that one was broken, because you can go from free spin to free spin. But anyways, right? Like this is but basically this is a typical wheel that we're used to seeing, right? But I always have a suspicion that because I have seen weird wheels come up every now and then where it's just like too much of something, or whatever. And for some weird reason, I always have it in my head that like it's because these guys need it. Like these guys here, like the top guys, like the like the commons and the, not so much as well, I guess SK too, because he spends quite a bit. But the warrior angel, like when these guys need something, I feel like that's when like because they do have like a bigger voice, right? Because like the more you spend, the more like you get to message them directly and stuff like that, right? Like but because these guys are spending more than 10K like per week, like easily, like, and that's a very conservative estimate because I know how much I put into this game and stuff like that. Yeah, but anyways, like for as far as like especially this guy is like ridiculously insane. I wouldn't be surprised if you're spending more than 15,000 $15,000 equivalent per week, and that's a very very conservative like estimate and stuff like that. But anyways, um, never mind, because some of you might think like I'm lying on that. It's like, oh, like, like 15,000, like that would take you to the top. No, that actually doesn't get you as far as you would think. Um, but anyways, yeah, because where they are, I'm pretty sure that they have like everything in the queue. Like you can only have three in the queue, so they would need like this is all they would need. This would be like their heaven right here. Would be these things here. Now, if this thing does get fixed, where it's like it'll actually make it, each one is actually only worth 5 minutes, then I'm hoping that the mistake is that they put 5 minutes instead of 15 minutes, right? And not that it's and I'll show you guys like like what I mean. Like I'm pretty sure you guys already know. Let's go to accelerate. Now you see here when I use the 1 minute one, right? You see the time actually goes down by 1 minute, right? It went from 57 to 56 and it'll go to 55, right? It doesn't change the seconds, right? But take a look at when I use the blue one, right? It takes it down by 15 minutes. You see, it went from 55 to 40, right? That's 15 minutes. If I use this one here, 20, like, yeah, they got 25, right? From 40 to 25. If I use it again, it should go down to 10. And you guys see, right? It went down to 10. Yeah, so basically, like, if it does get fixed, then I know that, like, I don't know, they're paying attention to the videos or something. Because every time I tell you guys something, it usually gets fixed, like, very soon. Even one time, like, never mind. Yeah, but anyways, definitely go for it. You're most likely not going to get this 20% or this 20-piece earrings, but you will collect a bunch of these things here throughout. But don't be going for that though. Like, just be going for these things. Like, the more you get of these things, like I remember, like, never mind. Like way back then, like when gold was like, well, you still need a ton of gold, but I wish I stocked up on it, so I didn't know they would take it away. But most likely they will take this away. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's basically it for this video. Is stock up on these little things here as much as you possibly can, because it is ridiculous how much it is because you don't need your diamond for anything else, right? Like diamond is useless. Diamond is useless. Like using this thing here, like I know when you don't have any, like I'll show you here, when you don't have any, I hate this thing so much. I wish I just remove it from the game. But anyways, do you see how it's like 15,000 diamond just for one wish, or 15,000 for 10? That's so stupid. That's like, whoever, don't do that. That's so not worth it. Like that's so not worth it, like, at all, right? The only thing you should be spending your diamond on is the genies coming when you run into the stores. Like there was 4 stores here in this final room, and I bought everything out. Like in terms of like the gear, right? Like you want to spend, your diamond on the gear. Now, this video is going a lot longer than I thought it would be. Like for here on the free to play account, right? Like I'm going to make my way to the secret shop, but I don't have any diamond right now. So I'm just hoping that before the 4 days is up, I have enough diamond to get it. And you might think, oh, why not just go to the next room and the next room, because maybe there's better stuff there, or maybe like there'll be a different shop there and stuff like that, right? Well, then sorry about that. I've gone through sometimes all 3 rooms and there hasn't been a single shop, so like I don't like to skip past that's why it's only have 222, right? But anyways, guys, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And this is not the right wheel, but the other wheel here, definitely go like spend all of your diamond on it and stuff like that. Definitely collect those things up, even if you don't need them now, because the amount that they're giving us is ridiculous amount. Like it is such a good, it's actually like a very good value. And I don't think it will, if it does come back again, that's fantastic. But in case it doesn't, you would want to stock up on it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.